Yes, people, we are back. KGX to the ZTV. It has been a minute, folks. No end of season review. When you finish in 10th, what is there to say? Um, End of the season came. Just tired of talking about this team that pretty much down tools later part of the second half of the season. Then vacations, World Cup now. So it's like it's been nice not having to think about Chelsea Football Club for the last 3-4 weeks. But as we always do, as this club, time and time again, transfer window comes. They try to suck you back in, pause, with a little bit of transfer dopamine. And you know what? It's working just a little bit. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But in all seriousness, we're going to get more active on the channel in the summer. Now that I'm back, work settled down a little bit, more content coming, pop up, hopefully be on some more panels, pop up on more live streams. Just jumped on Lewis's stream. Make sure you guys subscribe, Carefree Lewis. Jimmy was on there, of course. Make sure you subscribe to my homie Jimmy. And it just felt good. It feels good watching football with no rooting interest in it, other than you just want to see good football and just enjoy an international tournament. But that's not what I wanted to talk about for this video. What I mainly wanted to do was take a page out of my homie Paz, the creator's book. Shout out Paz. And look at a little video comps. Like, I don't care about getting strikes. I don't care about getting copyrights. But Chelsea made their first, or what is soon to make their first signing, Marco Palestra, fullback from Italy, Serie A Defender of the Year last year at Cagliari. I think I pronounced that right. News came fast. According to Fabrizio, we hijacked the Inter Milan deal. So big club, shout out Footy Judge Mo, big club stepped in, threw the cash down on the table and said, you know what, we want him. The manager supposedly signed off on him, and Javi. I'll be honest with you, chat and folks, I don't know too much about him. I watched a comp of him the other day, but I figured, you know what, let's watch a comp again. Let's watch a different comp. Let's put it up on the channel. I'm gonna point things out that I see that I'm impressed with. It'll be a comp, so there's probably won't be too many things that are negative. But let's learn. Let's learn about this player. Welcome to Chelsea, as always. So look, let's pull it up. Marco Palestri. Like I said, we'll probably get a copyright, but I don't give a fuck about that. But let's take a look at him. This is courtesy of Brazil Scout. I thought I was subscribed, might be on my other channel, but let's look. 21 years old, preferred foot, right foot. I've heard he's got a pretty good left foot as well. Position can play right back, right wing back, and right mid. 6'1", 176 pounds. So he's got good size to him, especially as a fullback. Still young, but good. Looks like he has pretty decent experience under his belt. Look at his attributes: flair, dribbling, pace, acceleration, agility, key passes. So that right there tells me off the break that this guy is going to be someone that can get forward, someone that can get into the attacking third and be somewhat of a threat, which is not really what we get out of Cucurella too much. Although the box crashing was nice two years ago. Not much out of Gusto when it comes to end product and things like that, but work rate, tackling, athleticism, stamina, dynamism. So look, physicality traits at the end, right? A lot of physicality traits in there. Look at his similar players on that right-hand side. So he's owned by Atalanta, but he was on Cagliari at loan. So that's why you see the two logos in the top right. But never heard of Ryerson. I know Doué because Doué is at Strasbourg, Ivory Coast International, brothers Desiree Doué. Very, very physical right back. Good feet. Doué is a little bit older, I think like 23, 24-ish. So this guy, in theory, has more room to grow, more potential and things like that. But I do like Due as a player. I don't think he's Chelsea quality, but I think he's just a good player. Um, Unfortunately, Italy's national team is stinky right now, so we don't get to see him in this World Cup. But he is capped for Italy. He would be there. Try to improve. Risky game sometimes. So it looks like he takes chances, takes risks. But look, young players are going to see that. Or you're going to see those traits in their game, and then they're hopefully going to get coached out of their game. So let's take a look and see. Right, 39 appearances, 1 goal, 4 assists, 84% pass rate, 3 yellow cards, 1.8 dribbles per game, so pretty good. Market value 35 million in euros. So of course we're gonna, we're gonna come in and it's gonna be inflated a little bit because it's an English club. They know we have money. We know we have money. Probably a lot of add-ons in there. Don't know what the fee structure is. Don't know what the final number is. But I'll be honest with you. If you get a player and you hit on those add-ons, that means you've done well. So let's see. Let's see. Look, there it is right there in the Italy shirt. Attacking third, square. Okay. All right. All right. Nice touch right there around the defender, number 25. Is that him right there? Oh, that was a nice touch for a left footed. Number 17. I wonder when that was from. Good whip to the back post with his left foot. Right. So right back with his left foot. Remember, I told you he's supposedly has a good left foot. And foot dexterous. I think that's what it is. Decent ball over the top. Okay. All right. Looks like he's got a little bit of jinky majinky to him. Nice little layoff. Who's that? That's Parma, or yeah, Parma that he's sliding by. All right. Nice little, the feet look nice. The feet look nice. The dribble, I see why people rate him as a dribbler. Because look, that's somebody that can, from these early clips, the technique, look, whether or not it translates to the Premier League, where the physicality is enhanced, that's to be seen. But it's nice to see that you at least can do it at that level, at this level in Serie A. Little push and run past. So a little bit of speed right there. Probably could have went down and got the yellow. All right. Defensively against Napoli. That looked like Lazio, because that would look like Felipe Anderson. Nice cross. Was that nice? Was that him at the back post, or was that him crossing it? Nice feet again. Nice little chip. Good distribution from the back. Yo, he's got nice feet. And look at. Ooh, that was a nice strike. Whoever that was took that very well. That's Di Marzio for Inter. Okay. Ooh, nice. Risky inside the box, but he pulled it off. All right. That looked like Italy versus Holland. All right. Defending set pieces, though. That's something that you're going to have to do in this league. Set pieces. You need to be nice on defending set pieces. Okay, good strength. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. He's coming from Serie A, so it's not like it's not the worst league in there, right? A little bit. If you're a defender, nice finish at the back post. If you're a defender, Italians have a lot of pedigree. Tactically, they're usually pretty smart, pretty astute. Good feet. He was linked to Inter Milan, so we hijacked Inter on the deal. So Inter sometimes play a back 3 under Kivu, or a back 5 with wingbacks. Definitely played it under jammy. Definitely played it under Conte, but sometime was that Conte? Yeah, some time ago with Lukaku and Lautaro. But look, the kids, the guy's got a nice left foot for someone that's predominantly right-footed. Very good left foot. Looks like the Azzurri. Maybe that was the 21 team, under 21s. Sometimes it's hard watching comps of other players in other leagues because you just don't know the teams, can't recognize the kits as well as you can for teams in England. But yo, so far, not bad. Nice little chop penalty. Nice feet right there. It's Lazio again, putting crosses in. Good defending on Yildiz from Juventus. That's versus Atalanta because that was Lookman right there. So they must have let him play against it. Oh, yo, he took that terribly. Ooh, Roma, number 40, and the foul. Okay, yo, I, I'll be honest with you. I watched a mini comp the other day on Twitter when the news broke, and this was before I knew what his predominant foot was, and I would have sworn to you that he was left-footed. Even the touches that he takes, and like I know, like that was with his right foot, good cross to the back post, good header. Um, you can sort of tell though that he's comfortable, very comfortable on both feet because the little touches he takes with his left foot, like you don't expect that from somebody that's predominantly right-footed. You can see it like normally those guys that are super left-footed, like every touch is with their left foot, even if it's unconventional. But he takes enough touches with his right foot, like even like that nutmeg right there. Yeah. Okay. Yo, on the ball, he looks very, very comfortable. Saw that highlight before. We're repeating highlights, Brazil scout. Um, nice. Slowed him down. But he's got a little bit of strength to him too, because once he gets by a defender, he's not they try to lean on him and he's not necessarily going down. He can stay on his feet. Like right there, look, he used a little bit of upper body strength to get by him. The overlap right here. Nice cross, nice finish. Yeah, that's definitely got to be the under 21s because that the other side looks some of those guys look very young. Pause. Okay, you got a little rainbow flick in him. Whoa, dangerous challenge. That looked like a foul right there. Nice. Way to stick to it, stick with it. Nice little pace right there. Burst by number 2. All right, involved in the goal. Got the hockey assist. Nice little tackle over Sassuolo. Right, see, right foot out on the outside, on the underlap. Yo, so far, yo, chat community, not bad, not bad, very promising. Like I said, Serie A Defender of the Year, which I know the league, right? McTominay won Player of the Year 2 seasons ago. I know the league isn't what it used to be in the heyday, mid '90s, late '90s of early 2000s of Serie A, but still to win Defender of the Year at a club like Cagliari, like that has to mean something. Like that has to show that he's got pretty good that he had a pretty good season. So it looks like he's got a little bit of like I can step in now and do a little bit of a job. But also probably with some room to grow, right? He's 21. We'll have to see what his decision making is, right? We'll see how he adjusts to not only the speed of the Prem, but also nice finish right there, but also the pace of the Prem, right? The tempo, right? The Prem can go from 0 to 100 in a matter of seconds, sprinting box to box, especially in that wing back position. If we do play a back 5, which it looks like we will, because it looks like Lacroix will probably be done within like a couple weeks, a week or two. I know he's in U.S. right now with with France on World Cup duty, so might get delayed a little bit. But if we do go with a back three and wing backs, that's a position that's very demanding physically. So you need to be you need to you need your motor, your engine needs to be top to get up and down the flanks, cover a lot of ground, overlaps, come back, defend in the wide areas and stuff like that. So yeah, man, looks like a very astute signing. Um, I'm not going to give Bluco glaze and props for just making one signing. Um, it's a if this gets over the line and Lacroix, if you get both of those guys get over the line, it's a good start to the window, right? That's an upgrade at center back. You could argue, or depending on how it turns out, potentially selling Gusto too. That could be a better fullback option, better wingback option than Gusto. Um, it's a good start. It's a good start, but still, look, they dug us into this mess. We can't start glazing them now. They've still got a long way to go, right? It was their incompetence last year that saw Maresca leave, right? Say you give this guy to Maresca, say you give Lacroix to Maresca last summer, or players of that, I'll say that profile, right? I won't say quality or caliber because don't know too much about this guy and how he's going to fare once he puts that Chelsea shirt on. But at least Lacroix, French international, center back, good physical traits. Like we've seen him for Palace week in, week out in the Prem for the last 2-3 years, so we know what he's about. But that's all he wanted, right? So we'll see. They're giving it to Alonso. Maybe they've realized the error of their ways, and maybe they've seen what their past mistakes have gotten us into. In the situation, right, where it's starting to hurt their pockets, missing out on Champions League money and things like that. So we'll see. We'll see. Look, it's going to be a long summer. Next year is going to be a long season, one game a week. Few Monday fixtures sprinkled in here and there, but we'll see, folks. We'll see. We'll see. But as always, appreciate everybody. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, turn those notifications on. Let me know in the comments too, if you guys like this idea. Let me know if there's another a comp that you guys would like to do. I might even do like a trip down memory lane type thing. So we'll see. We'll see. But for now, folks, peace.